Today let's take up ledger. Till now we have seen all the journal entries, and now let's see how to post those journal entries into the ledger. Now first of all, let's try to understand what is a ledger, how it looks like, and how the journal entries are transferred into the ledger. Journal entry is the first thing that you do for any transaction. After that, you make accounts, you make the ledger accounts for all the accounts that is appearing in the journal. Like for each and every account, you will make a account here. Like basically, the ledger is called the principal book, and it is prepared from the journal. It is prepared from the journal, and the ledger accounts will show the current balance in all accounts. That is, whatever is the balance that will be shown in these accounts, and at the end of the year all these accounts will be closed, and then finally a trial balance is prepared from these ledger accounts, from the balances of these ledger accounts. So the trial balance and the final accounts, which is prepared at the end of the year, are prepared from the ledger accounts only, right? So basically the ledger accounts, they tell us about all the accounts, whatever transactions has taken place. It is a all the transactions which is put in a summarized form in a ledger. Now let's try to understand how to post into a ledger. First of all, let's see the format of a ledger account. This here I'll put the date, right? And then you have the particular, then there's a column for folio, and then amount. This is the debit side. Same way in the credit side, you have got the date column, particulars column, folio column, and the amount, right? So here it's like this. This is date, particulars, and this is amount, right? And here again it is date, particulars, and amount, right? Folio column, basically we give the reference number, reference of the page number where this particular entry has been entered, that is either from the journal or from the cash book or from the purchases book. We'll be looking at cash book, purchases book and all later on. Now whatever is the page number where you have put that journal entry, that reference you have to give here. And this, all of you know, this is the date. This is the debit side here, and this is the credit side. And whenever you write on the debit side, it will be to. Supposing I want to write something like this, to cash account, it will be like this. And when you write something on the credit side, it will be by. So here we'll write, suppose I say by purchases account or something like this, right? So this is the format of a ledger account. Suppose I say this is the account of Sham and company, right? Now suppose, see, if I have a journal entry like this, cash account debit to capital account, right? Here I put some amount. Same way I write purchases account debit to cash account, 2000 rupees, right? And then we write cash account debit to sales account, 15,000, right? And then we write wages account debit to cash account, right? And salaries account debit to, let's say, bank account, right? Now these are some journal entries we have. Now if you want to post these into the ledger, first of all these accounts will be prepared. You will have a cash account, you will have a capital account, there will be a purchases account, and you have sales account, right? Wages account and salaries account. All these accounts will be prepared. Now the thing which is important here is to understand how the journal entry is posted into the ledger, right? This is the basic of accounting, making of a journal and posting it into the ledger. So here I'll explain how to do that. Supposing I have the same thing I'm writing, cash account debit to capital account, and let's say it is 5 lakhs, right? And then you write purchases account debit, goods purchased for cash, right? 1 lakh, okay? Then I write purchased furniture from Messrs. ABC Limited, right? 50,000. And then you write cash sales, so cash account debit to sales account, let's say 60,000, right? Paid salaries, salaries account debit 50,000 to cash account, okay? Suppose these are the journal entries which I have. Now here I'll first of all tell you how to do it for the cash and capital account. So here I'll make the cash account. This is the cash account. Let's say the date column is here. In this there's no date given, means you will leave it as blank. This is particulars amount, this is the debit side, and here again you have the date, particulars and amount. I'm leaving out that folio column here because that's not necessary in this case, right? Now the first thing, now see here, when you have this cash account to capital account, there are two accounts involved in this, so I'll make the capital account also here. Here I'll put the capital account. This is the capital account, right? The same columns for this, right? So this is basically date, particulars and amount. This is date, particulars and amount, like this, right? Okay, now see this cash account, there are two accounts involved, right? So cash account and capital account. In cash account you will write capital account, and in capital account you will write cash account, okay? Now first of all let's see this cash account. Now this is to capital account. In this the capital account is credited, right? Okay, in this the capital account is credited. Now what you will do is you will put it on the debit side. You will write capital account here. Obviously capital account will not come in the capital account ledger, it will come in the cash account ledger, right? Okay, so in cash account you have to write capital account, and in the journal it is credited, here it will be debited, right? So this is to capital account, fine. Now you come to the capital account. What is the other account? The cash account. What is cash account done here? What have we done with cash account? We have debited it, right? So now you are going to credit it. So here I am going to write by cash account, like this, right? Amount will be the same. Understood? So here it is 5 lakhs, right? Now let's take this entry, purchases to cash. Cash account I have here, so I'll be making it in the same one, right? Now see, in cash account I have to put purchases, right? So purchases is actually a debit in this case. So now purchases will be credited. So it will be buy purchases here. It will be buy purchases account. And here I'll write 1 lakh, right? Now since we have made the cash account, now purchases account we have not made. So now I'm going to make the purchases account here. Date, particulars, amount, right? Again, date, particulars, amount. The entry that we have here is cash, purchases to cash. So in cash we have already put buy purchases. Now in purchases we will have to put cash. So what is cash done with, what have we done with cash here? We have written to cash, that is a credit. So now in purchases you will debit it. So if you want to debit it, you will put it on the debit side. So here I have to write cash account. This is the purchases account. This is the purchases account, right? So cash account will come on the debit side. So whenever you write something on the debit side, it is to cash account here, whatever is the amount, 1 lakh. Okay. Okay. Now look at the next one. Now here, first of all, let's take this cash to sales because we already have the cash account. I'll come to the third entry later on. Cash account to sales account. Fine. So in cash account, sales account will come. So sales account is credited over here. So here it will be debited. So here you will write to sales account 50,000. Okay. Now same way as you made a purchases account here, you will have to make a sales account, right? So let's make a sales account here. This is the sales account. So we have cash account to sales account, right? Cash account to sales account. So in that journal entry, if you see, cash account to sales, in sales basically cash will come. So cash is debited over here, so there cash will be credited. So here you will have buy cash. Here you will have buy cash account, whatever is the amount we have written there, 50,000, right? So here we will write 50,000. Now we have one more entry relating to the cash there, salaries account to cash account. So again in cash account, salaries account will come. So salaries account is a debit here, so it will be a credit here, right? So here you will write buy salaries account, that is 50,000. Now same way we have to make a salaries account. So let's make a salaries account here. This is the salaries account, right? And now this salary account, the particulars amount, okay, you have salary to cash, right? So this we already did by salary. So in salary account, cash account will be debited because cash account is credited in this case, right? So here you will have to cash account, to cash account, whatever is the amount, right? Now one entry was left out there. We had written furniture account to Messrs ABC Limited. So you have to make two more accounts. One is the furniture account, one is Messrs ABC account, right? So here I'll make the furniture account. And in the next page, let's do Messrs ABC account. This is Messrs ABC account, right? Okay, now let's go back to that journal entry. This is furniture to Messrs ABC. So in furniture, Messrs ABC will be debited because it is credited here. So in furniture, you will have to Messrs ABC Limited. Amount is 50,000, right? And if you look at this, in Messrs ABC Limited, furniture will be credited. Furniture will be credited, right? So here you will have Messrs ABC, you will have buy furniture account here. Buy furniture account, this is 50,000. So we have posted all the entries into their respective ledger accounts. Now after that, at the end of the year, or at the end of the if a question is relating to particular month, then we will prepare the balances at the end of the month. Otherwise, for a company, the ledger accounts are balanced at the end of the year, right? Here you see, you will have to add both the sides. Now I see that the debit side is more, right, and the credit side is less. So here it is basically how much? 5,50,000 is the total. You will total both the sides. Whatever is the higher one, whichever total is the higher one, that you will put on both the sides, and whatever is the difference that will come here, because in this side you have a difference, so I write by balance carried down. 1,50,000 is the total here, and this is 5,50,000, so the shortage is 4 lakh, right? So this is by balance carried down, and for every account we will have to do this. In this capital account, this is nothing here, so you will have two balance carried down, right? And here this will be the whole amount, that will be your balancing figure, and on both the sides the total will be 5 lakh. Sorry, 5 lakh. So like this, all the accounts are balanced. This is called balancing of the ledger accounts. With that, I would come to the end of this session. In the next session, we'll take up some more journal entries and try to make a proper ledger and find out the balances of those accounts.